All right, all right. How you guys doing? This is the show, the Oscar Flores. We actually are live to Japan and Asia. We are going all the way to China, South Korea, and all of those countries that are closer to Japan. So, why is this happening? Well, it is happening because we wanted to let you know that we will be showing you live events much more often starting tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, time of Los Angeles, California, which probably is going to be like about 7 a.m. in Los Angeles, California. Let me change this. No wonder I couldn't see. And we are going to be probably at midnight in Japan. So, the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that where I live in Los Angeles area, we get this much more beautiful sunrise every single morning, and I've been wasting this opportunity instead of showing it to everyone, right? So it's been just there every single morning, giving us the most beautiful colors, the most beautiful, uh, like a canvas, you know? So we decided we are going to begin recording every single one of them. Of course, we have to warn you that not every single one of them is going to be perfect. Some of them will be, I want to say, well, when it's cloudy, you cannot see it very well. But it's just a beautiful thing. I tested that this morning, and it was beautiful. Uh, and a lot of people said, "Oh, on TV or online, that doesn't look as good as it does when you have it live." Of course, I understand that, but it's still a beautiful thing to begin your day with. And unfortunately, you know, eh, eh, where we live is a matter of starting the day, as opposed to in Japan and all over Asia, which is already midnight. They already finished their day over there, and they say they're going to bed so that they can begin the following day, right? However, this is only one of the things that we're going to be doing. The one other thing that we are going to do is we're going to be talking about the same stuff that we always do. We're going to be talking about a lot of music, lots of music, and also we're going to dedicate one of the parts of the show. We're going to do it for all of the people who are musicians like me, like this guy right here. If you're a musician, we're going to have a lot of updates about new equipment. We will have uh, from microphones to guitars to amplifiers to speakers for the PA system. We will have so many things for you so that you can learn what's new in the United States, right? In the Los Angeles area. I know that a lot of the equipment we get it from Japan, so when it's news to us, it's no longer news to them over there. But we can always talk about it. I don't think anyone who's a musician gets ever gets tired of speaking about instruments, musical instruments, and about music in general. Especially when you like a band that is hot, or one of those bands that are from the past, right? Yeah, we all like those. So it's gonna be very entertaining. We're going to try to leave a little bit of that stupidity that we normally do. We're going to leave it out. We have to. Otherwise, you know, we cannot pay the bills. Right. So yeah, join us. I'll be sending a quick alert to all of you guys as to exactly when we're gonna go live and what we are going to be doing. And I'm so excited. I really appreciate everyone who is gonna join us. Let me see. Do we have anybody right now? It's so hard to see with these glasses. And also, oh, maybe I should do this. Hold on a second. Uh, we're gonna change the screen. That way we could, yeah, we could do it much better and see it. Let me tell you the exciting news is that right now nobody cares. Nobody's watching us. So let's drink to that. Let's celebrate the fact that no one gives a damn about it. Show the Oscar Flores. Oh my God, I thought you were so big and this and that. Well, it when reality hits you, it hurts, right? So Show the Oscar Flores is going to be live very, very often. And like I said, we right now we are inviting all of our great people from Japan, from Tokyo, from Osaka, uh, the Kyushu area, or north of Japan. All of you guys are welcome to join us. And the ones who know, hey, why not? We can have a nice little chat. Yeah. So I thought, hey, you know what? Probably 3 minutes into the live, I'm going to have about 5 million people watching us. And it was so exciting. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, this guy is hot. Well, it's not because no one is watching us right now. Well, we just started, right? But yeah, yeah. Oh, so once again, if you are in Tokyo, if you are in Osaka, if you are anywhere over there, send us your feedback. Let us know what you think. And hey, give us some ideas if you want us to talk about something that you are interested. Yeah, we talk about food, a lot of food. Look at this guy. This got to be a reason why Oscar Flores loves talking about food, right? But not only food. We also discuss sports. We get into food. Well, yeah, we already mentioned food. Pendejo. So we do sports. We do food. Again, food. We keep mentioning food. Come on, man. So we also do music. We do art. We have these people who are the greatest artists. That from time to time we go to different cities of the United States, and we also go to Mexico. Oh yeah. So we go and watch our friends over there, and whenever they have a gallery or a presentation, for their art exhibitions, we go and we join them, and we very happily go and record parts of their work, and later on we show them here. We present, show the Oscar Flores for everybody with art, with food, with sports. We also obviously comedy. There's a lot of comedy, and with comedy comes a lot of stupid things that, oh no, I don't even want to mention. Um, Another subject that we get into, and that is one of my most favorite subjects. This subject is about animals, right? I love hanging out with people who love animals, any kind of animal, but especially dogs. Yeah, we love dogs. We really, really enjoy having all kinds of dogs. Oh, let me close this thing. Sorry. Oh yeah, the doggies are part of our lives, and we really enjoy talking to people. And if you have dogs and you want to send us pictures of your dogs, hey, send them. We will show them. Yeah, of course. please do. Let's get all these things that we talk about. Let's get like super exciting moments about showing our dogs to the world. Like I said, this show, the Oscar Flores, is being seen right now all over the world. So with that, it's very amazing that we talk about dogs, because I mean, I don't know. I can tell you a million stories about doggies, my beautiful doggies, and I would never stop because I love them. Unfortunately, our dogs passed away last year. It was very sad. It was very difficult, but and it's something that you can never get over. I mean, it's just so difficult. However, we do talk a lot about animals. Whether there is a horse, a doggy, kitty cats. Oh yeah, we have a lot of those kitty cats everywhere. Um, Especially when they do stupid things, that you laugh so hard because they're just like doing so many things. Those kind of things we love to talk about. So join us whenever you want, and show us your pictures of your doggies and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be more than happy to show the pictures that you have. Also, you want to talk about music, you want to talk about the types of guitars that you have, you want to talk about where you're connecting from. That's another part that I guess in this kind of world, we all get very happy to be able to communicate, although we are not in the same place, right? So let's say that some people are communicating with us from Mexico. Yeah, to all our good buddies over there in Ciudad de Mexico, todos los chilangos, to all our buddies over there from Oaxaca, Puebla, and every single part of Mexico. Also, our good friends from the United States. We get people from New York, from Miami, from Texas, Chicago, San Francisco, San Diego, Seattle, Washington, and people from all over. Uh, and we hope that everyone begins to send us, pictures, to send us ideas, to let us get better at doing our El Show de Oscar Flores for everybody, so that we can get a little improvement, right? So yeah, why not? Why not? Um, so one thing that I've been following, one channel, is from my good old buddy over there. His name is Mexi Papa. Okay, Mexi Papa has a channel. Look it up on YouTube. He's also on Instagram. He goes everywhere trying new types of food. And man, if there's one guy in the world that knows the taco trucks, oh, that's him. So look it up, and if you're local, even not just local, but he goes to Arizona, he goes to Las Vegas, he goes everywhere. Um, Most recently, I think he was in like in San Antonio, Texas, or somewhere over there. But this guy goes all over trying new types of food, whether it's Mexican or whatever the type of food that he gets a recommendation from. So go check him out. And we get a lot of his leads because we know he knows the good stuff. So lately, I went to a couple of the places that he visited, and one of them, he was hanging out with this guy. I think he's in Thailand, but he's actually from Arizona. His name is Mark Wins. Also look him up on YouTube. This guy is huge. He's got about 10 million followers. That's about two or three more than what I have. Yeah, right. So these guys can show you all kinds of food when you are, craving something. Just look at their channels and you can find anything immediately. The location that they're showing is not close to your country or where you live, well, that could be one of the traveling destinations. Whenever you're in LA, whenever you're in Orange County, or whenever you're in Northern California, you can go and try the food, right? And being in the United States here in Los Angeles area, we have we are very lucky. We've got I want to say just about every type of food that it's out there in the world. Yeah, we have Indian food and different types of Indian food. We have Chinese food. Oh my God, Chinese food, so delicious. But we have so much of that. And let me see if I can put a little bit of a light. I think in the Chinese food is not just the American type, or Americanized Chinese food or anything like that. We have the one that is that better? No, we got the Chinese food that, the real deal. I remember that when we went to Shanghai, we um we had the opportunity to try um some food that I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this food. Come on, man. Okay, the food is from the Shanghai region, but the food is very spicy, and it's not Szechuan, because I know that Szechuan is. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but I believe the Szechuan food is made with chili, and this type of food is made with real chilies. So it's very similar to the Mexican food and to the Thai food in that regard, and that's why I like it. I really like it. And oh, yeah, the name, right? Well, yes. I want to say maybe this place is like a small community, and it's very much very close to downtown Shanghai. We were in the area, where all the beautiful, expensive brand name stores are located, where there's a river dividing both sides of Shanghai, and where this gigantic bull is right there. There's a hotel that we're staying there. I believe it's Shanghai. The Mandarin Orange Man, something like that. Anyway, the area to go eat spicy food is only about 10 minutes from there. And the first thing we did was we went to get a massage, and the foot massage is amazing, and oh my God, it was just like so relaxing. After we had our foot massage, we went to eat spicy food, and they call it here in the United States, they call it Hunan food. Some people call it Konan food. I believe in Japan they call it Konan. I'm sorry. A few days ago I got a little sick, so my throat is still kind of husky. I mean my voice. So yeah, some parts of I don't know exactly how they call it in China. Here they call it Hunan. In Japan they call it Konan. But it's very spicy. Depends, how you prefer. But it's delicious, and it's just amazing to eat that kind of stuff. Um, from this trip that we took to China, that's gotta be the most amazing thing that I had. The Hunan food. So it sounds like human, no? Not human, Hunan or Conan. Yeah. To all our friends watching us from Japan, welcome to El Show de Oscar Flores. Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, right now, okay, what do you say? You have to say "konbawa." Yeah. So Yeah, we are live on YouTube for uh it's kind of new for us because the time was kind of like um getting in between because you know you want to get go live and you want to get to everywhere, but some areas people are sleeping, and some areas people are still working. Like in the LA area right now, in Los Angeles, it's only 3:40 p.m. So most people are still working, and so that's why right now we don't need anybody listening to us. But Japan, people probably already sleeping over there. It's probably over midnight, and most people already went to bed, so they can wake up in the morning and go to work, right? Yeah, but if you're from Japan or anywhere in Asia, send us your greeting and let us know what's going on over there. I believe it's right now kind of cold over there already because it's the winter can get nasty. Let me tell you what's going on here. Wow, we have 72 degrees in the LA area, which means 72 degrees. It's pretty warm for a lot of people. Um, for some people like myself and people that I know, it can get a little chilly. You need like a jacket already, at least a sweater. 72 degrees can be already start getting cold. um, I can only imagine in Miami what their winter is like. Anyway, so again, we are maybe oh, I didn't even realize I'm picking. My microphone is speaking probably too high the volume. Let me see over there. I hope you guys don't mind if anything is wrong and something's not like with the volume and everything. Please send us your comments. Please leave your comments below so that we can learn better to uh, to communicate with you and to do our good um, live streams to all over the world. This is so exciting. I mean, it's just like an amazing thing to do, to be able to communicate to the world and to be like, wow, right now it's like somebody's from Japan. They're like connecting with me, and some other people from Mexico that still, uh, I think in Mexico, mainly like in Mexico City, we're only about 2 hours apart. So if here is going to be 4 p.m., they're probably going to be at 6 p.m., and which probably they're still working and or on their way home from work. Okay, but our folks over there in Europe, yeah, so this is probably they're in bed already too. Um, Wait a minute, I'm totally wrong. I was talking about Japan. Japan, no, 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 no. Japan, people are not going to bed yet. People are waking up. Yeah. Right now, for us, that is a Thursday night, and it's almost, the end of a work day in California. Japan is waking up. Yeah. In Japan, they're waking up on Friday morning right now, getting their coffee ready, getting all the stuff that they need so they can go to work and have an amazing day so that after work they can go and party all night because it's going to be Friday. So it's going to be Friday over there, and it's time to go to, you know, anywhere you like to go. A lot of people, hey, let's go to the movies, let's go to dinner, let's go dancing, let's go to a party, and or just let's hang out. Yeah, why not? So. For us, it's still Thursday and it's still 4 p.m. or right before p.m. I'm sorry, before 4 p.m. Yeah, and we got one more day before our weekend hits. All right, all right. So, like I said, keep getting in touch with us. Come on, like don't be shy. Let us know what you got. Send us your feedback. Send us where you connecting from. Let us know what you're doing over there. We are so happy to hear all of you. Come on. And earlier today, if you didn't join us earlier, I wanted to let you know that we made an announcement letting everyone know that we are going to be showing a sunrise every morning. We're gonna put the camera outside my house so that it could capture the sunrise. Obviously, we're not gonna make you watch that for 2 hours, so we're gonna do it like a very you know high speed so that you can enjoy the whole thing. But it looks beautiful. It just looks very beautiful. And sometimes when there are clouds out there, it looks kind of pinkish, and then it turns red, it turns blue, and all that. And when there are no clouds, you can see just the pure, beautiful blue sky, and all of a sudden, Mister El Sol, yo soy el chingón, the sun begins to rise, and it takes a little while before it shows the whole thing, but it's just like the most beautiful things, right? Who doesn't love the sunrise? Who doesn't love the sunset? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it is something that nature has to offer to all of us, and something that we just definitely enjoy, just like we enjoy food, right? Oh yeah, we just finished talking about the food from China. That one trip, or the last trip that we took, and we went to eat spicy food. We also um, want to go back and eat that delicious Mexican food over there in DF, Mexico City, El DF, they call it. And what's very amazing about all of that is we got a couple of friends that they got the connections to take us and show us a good time and make sure that we enjoy everywhere we go, and that we have a great time with all the delicious food. And there's good and bad places, of course, like everywhere, but we just want to go to the good food, whether it's tacos, whether it's like mole, whether it's quesadillas or quesabirria, or the most authentic type of food, like the southern food. The southern Mexican food obviously is very different from the Mexican food that you eat in the north of Mexico. Why? Let me give you a couple of examples. So, and this is directed to our folks in Japan. Mostly the Japanese people don't know much about this. Although lately, let me just tell you, and I'm gonna go there in a few minutes. But let me quickly tell you that Japan now has taco trucks all over. They're like everywhere. The tacos right now are so popular in Japan, and I'm not saying Taco Bell. Mm. I'm really talking about the real tacos. Telling you that they do. I mean, fresh handmade tortillas and all that stuff. They do have all of that. So anyway, so to our folks in Japan, yeah, when you eat the southern Mexican food, is sometimes you eat mole, pipián, you eat this other dishes that you do not normally get in the north of Mexico, and you get a lot of those uh, chamorros. Earlier today, I was watching a video from our good friend El Coreano. That kid, man, that kid made it in Mexico so big. He is just crazy. He does a lot of videos on YouTube, and obviously he's a YouTuber. Spanish like a Mexican, and not just the Spanish, normal Spanish, but he uses the slang. He knows the perfect slang, and he's from South Korea, but he knows all the. Well, actually, he's in the north of Mexico. He's in Monterrey, Monterrey, Nuevo León, which in that area they have the cabrito, and obviously they have the norteño tacos. They have a lot of tacos dorados. They have a lot of the flautas. They have a lot of enchiladas and that kind of stuff. All that is mainly the north of Mexico, although you can find it everywhere. Just like the burrito. El burrito obviously is from Ciudad Juarez, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of stuff that I have read that it was invented in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. Um, the flautas are what we call here taquitos. However, their flautas here are made with flour tortilla, not corn, flour. So there are a couple of differences as far as the type of food and not only the type of food but also the what we call what we call uh, the names that we give to our food can be different from names that are given, for example, in Central America or South America. I learned when I was in El Salvador. We went to eat food, and I learned that if you have a tostada, it's actually toast, right? If you have an enchilada, it's actually a tostada. So, yeah, the names change a little bit, but the food is just amazing. And you go to Guatemala, you go to El Salvador, Honduras, all these countries have the most delicious food. How do I know? How do I know? Really? Well, remember, I was a musician. I was a musician for many, many years when I was young. And yeah, of course, remember when I used to look like Rick Martin? Hmm? So, as a musician, we had the opportunity. I had the opportunity with other guys to go and try different types of food and visit different countries and have a lot of fun. We made it all the way to Argentina, and where we went to eat asado and all that stuff, and tried their wines in Mendoza. And we were stationed in a very beautiful city called Rosario. Yeah, beautiful city. That's Rosario ends up being probably like the Beverly Hills of Argentina. And yeah, so it remember what I said in the beginning. If you get me talking about food, I won't stop. Excuse me. And now, the what I was saying about Japan, how the Japanese are so in love with tacos and with the Mexican food. So before I get into that, you're gonna have to forgive me for 1 second. I have to go turn on the light, and guess why? Because I got a group of assistants here. Apparently, they're my producers, they're my directors, my whatever, and they're eating potato chips over there, drinking my drinks, hanging out, and doing absolutely nothing to help me. Instead, criticizing me for what I say and what I do. So I have to get up and go turn on my own light. That's how pathetic this show is. But the show the Oscar Flores is not known for being this super professional show. No, everybody says you guys suck. Yeah, big time. That's exactly what this is about. Everybody says, "Hey, man, your show is horrible and stupid," and that's one of the biggest compliments we have ever gotten. Yeah, of course. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go and turn on the light. Again, we have assistants. We have about five guys there. Supposedly, they wear their badges and everything to enter the building. They wear everything necessary to be part of the show, the Oscar Flores. But when it comes to really doing something, they do not do it. Hold on. Okay, now we're back. So, I was saying, yeah, I'm a little hurt because I was counting on some people to watch this show. So, like, you know what? We're gonna be live. I want you to do us a favor and watch the show. I thought I actually spoke to the woman that I thought is gonna be the most loyal to me. The woman that I said she will never say no. She will put her YouTube and watch the show de Oscar Flores. Guess what? She forgot. Hmm? That's how good we are. Exactly. So even my mom forgot to tune in. All right. Well, okay, back to Japan. Japan, we were saying, is wow. Well, it looks like a freaking fortune teller. Okay, that looks a little better, but that's way too bright. Uh, yeah, much better. So anyway, I was going to say that what a surprise. You know what happened in Japan was that one of the influencers in Japan that got super huge with her show. She happens to be from Mexico. She's actually from Torreon, Coahuila, and she has been in Tokyo for I think over 20 years. Given that, she told me she started doing her YouTube shows over 15 years ago, and she's got about a million or more followers or subscribers, and she's doing very well, very very well. So she is the reason why all of the Mexican culture is, or most of it is right now so hot in Tokyo because she's bringing it to them. She is bringing a lot of good stuff to Tokyo. Excuse me. She is also someone who gives you a tour. So if you're in the Tokyo area or Kyoto or any area over there that you want to take a trip and you are a little intimidated because obviously English is not much of help over there. Also, your dollars, no, you have to go in and exchange the currency because they do not accept uh, uh, dollars over there unless you just pay with your credit card. And also, I'm not sure every place is good with the credit card. It's probably okay, but just find out before you go. And if you want to go and you don't have any way to you don't know anybody, get a hold of her. Uh, she's got several channels. Her name is Sandiael, Sandyal, and her YouTube channel is called Japón con Sandiael. Okay, so she only speaks Japanese and Spanish. So if you need uh, an English speaker, the same company she works for is going to take care of you. But for people who are going from Mexico, I mean, she's got visitors from Mexico, from all Central and South America. She gets all these people from Europe, like from Spain, And I mean, she's got a boat load of people who come and visit her. And what I've seen mostly has been Spanish speakers. So she takes very good care of you. She takes you anywhere you want to go. It all depends on your age. You know, if you are someone who is, I want to say, someone who's very young and you're interested in going to those technology places, or you're into the gaming, she can take you. You know, all of these places in Akihabara. She can, if you want to go and see Harajuku, she can take you there. Delicious foods. If you want to see the what is it called, the Tokyo, I think it's called the Sky Tree. Yeah, there's one of the biggest freaking towers that they made a few years ago. I went to that with Chica, and it's just like so super tall. You could see every place around Tokyo from that tower. It is amazing, and it just like takes like a couple of seconds to get up there and to go down too. So yeah, if you need to be there and you only speak Spanish, well, remember Japón con Sandiael. That's her YouTube channel. Let me check it out. For she also has the um, on Instagram. She's under Sandiael, Sandyal, and she'll take care of you. Again, you know, if you only speak Spanish, she'll be your guide. She'll take you everywhere, and she will also translate everything for you. She'll give you a recommendation of what they have uh, as far as the newest things. She also can help you out with anything that has to do with uh, logistics or anything that has to do with traveling. So if you don't know how to get from point A to point B, she'll take care of you. Uh, I mean, this girl goes all the way to your airport, whether you land at Narita or you land at Haneda. She picks you up. She takes you to the places where you select, because you select the trip, the tour, and then she takes you there. She gives you a nice, beautiful tour, and then everybody eats and all that, and then she gives you the whole story, of every place that you go to. She can take you to temples. She can take you to the most modern Tokyo areas, or she can also take you to the most oldest ancient Japan places, such as like Kyoto, where you go and see the geishas and places like that. So get a hold of her, and if you want, um, write me below, leave a comment, and then I'll reply with the exact address so you can get a hold of her. And then I believe once you guys connect, she'll send you the correct information or the detailed information so that you guys get connected. And then she'll take some notes as to when you're going there, when you arrive, when you leave, what's your intention, and things like that, and so she'll take care of you, so that way you're not intimidated about which train do you have to take, which do you have to get a taxi, how does that work, do they have Uber, what do we do, so she'll take care of you 100%. I you know me, I'm super lucky because uh I get all my benefits in Japan from my wife Chica. She just, I mean, she was born and raised in Japan, so uh she knows everything there. And she takes me and we go to, whether you want to go eat the most Oh boy. When we used to go to Tsukiji, I believe they changed it now, right? Yeah, they changed the location to another place. I'm not exactly sure that they still call it Tsukiji, but yeah, it's a good thing to visit. Uh, and you get it's a little different than when you do here. You go here in LA, you go to a sushi bar and spend like 2 hours drinking and hanging out with people, and it's pretty expensive, but you really enjoy it, right? When you're over there, it's a quick thing, because especially when you go to those fish markets. Why? There is no other place that you're gonna get the fish, better, fresher fish than that market. It's almost still moving before you eat it. And it's very, very affordable. However, they have the rules, and well, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention too. Before you go to Japan, and so that you are respectful of their rules and regulations and things like that. Um, you want to learn about their culture so that you don't make a mistake, and you don't end up embarrassing yourself. I know that recently there's been a couple of arrests and deportations, or they're about to happen, and I think one or two have to do with a streamer who was going crazy and offending and insulting everybody over there, and then that's not right. Not only that makes our country look horrible and ghetto, but it is not right to do that. Okay, so uh, yeah, um, so you learn, the basic uh, manners. When you're in Japan, for example, that if you go inside of a house, you have to take off your shoes. That's just no option. That's not an option. You have to, and this mandatory. How you learn to hold the chopsticks and things like that. I remember like my first and second times that I was in Tokyo. I was a little uh, scared because I still didn't know how to eat the noodles, what we call ramen. The ramen was extremely hot, as you know. So I just didn't know that with the slurp that while you're pulling it up and eating it, you at the same time that you're getting rid of the steam and it's not burning you. I mean, these things are very important to learn. And how do you hold it with the chopsticks and then you blow at it and then you uh, eat it. Anyway, so this is one of the types of food that you don't have to be feeling guilty about slurping. And but if you don't do that, you're gonna burn your face, and that's exactly what happened to me because as I was eating ramen and I put the first part in my mouth and I didn't do anything, and it just stayed there. I started screaming because I was burning so bad. Okay, second time it was going all over my face, like like whipping it, and burning my face and getting me all oily, all over my clothing and everything. So I asked my wife, so how do I do it? So you put the spoon under with the chopsticks holding on the end of the noodles is sitting on top of the spoon, inside the spoon. And that's what's gonna hold them from like going all over. So then you just go with the slurp and boom, there you go. And why they do that? You say like it sounds gross and this and that. But you know something? This is the only way when you bring them up like that is the only way that you're going to be able to taste every single flavor at once. It's got its purpose. So many people think, well, you know what? That's gross and it's not attractive and I don't appreciate that. And many people I've seen here in the United States, They instead of doing that, they let it cool down. Imagine, okay, cool down. So you want to eat like warm, not hot, but warm, or look warm ramen. You know what's going to happen? You're going to be tasting all of the fat, the grease. Everything is going to be disgusting. That's why you don't do that. That's why they don't do it like that. And, it's pretty interesting. I mean, when you learn the what these other cultures, the way they eat and the way they do things, it's like the most amazing thing. I really enjoyed learning not only from Japan but from South Korea. From any other place where I can learn what they have. It's just something that not only shows respect but also it's great to learn because you know better and new things, and why not, right? So anyway, I am looking at my screen. We're almost approaching 1 hour. The funny part there is that I'm looking at my screen, and I have seen a few people joining, and then they take off, and they come back again and take off, and sometimes it's not the same people, but I'm not keeping people for more than 5 seconds. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, I guess everybody's got to start, right? There was my good old friend Rudy Flores from Bakersfield, California. Me dijo, he said to me, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Isn't that beautiful? It's just beautiful. And so, yeah, I truly believe that, and I think it's the right thing to say. And obviously, if you don't start, you never get anywhere, right? Um, anyway, so there was another issue, not issue, but another matter. One of my friends gave me a compliment because I was her boss. Good old friend of mine. She's in Las Vegas right now. Her name is Deborah Canner. Deborah Canner, we're saying you a beautiful, beautiful greeting and hope that you are doing well. We want to wish you the best of the holidays, and we want to wish you the most amazing 2004. No, 2024. 2004. Pendejo. 2024 for our good friend Deborah Kenner, who works for Caesars Palace Corporation in the risk management industry. Um, anyway, so one day I gave her a compliment and I said, "You are doing just amazing. Everything that you have done, it's just been just out of this world." And she said to me, "Well, my manager, she meant me, is the key to my success." I appreciate the compliment, but let me tell you this. It's like the key is very important, right? But the car is more important, don't you think? And she is the car. I might be the key, but she is the car. Why? Because you can't go anywhere with the key. You have to take the car, right? So, yeah, the key might, give you a little bit of a lead, things like that. But you are the car, and you are the one going places, and you are the one who took the initiative to get there, and you're the one who continues to do well. Deborah Kenner, the best of my wishes to you and your family. I know your mom is amazing. Uh, okay, so what else I was going to say? Oh yeah, well, we suddenly had to give you a couple of examples of people when they're motivating. Um, if you can forgive me, I got a little sick and I got a sore throat and also having a little bit of problems to breathe. So if my breathing is horrible, I just made a video a couple of days ago, like well, maybe about a week ago, where I'm telling people that when you go to a job interview, this is pretty funny. Imagine, okay, if you're doing a job interview, I'm just gonna go just briefly into that. I'm not gonna bore you with that, but I'm telling you, if you go on Zoom, right? Okay, so right now because of the pandemic and these other things, most of the interviews are being conducted, through Zoom. So you're on Zoom and you're doing your interview, and the person who's interviewing you is talking. Be careful. Don't do your heavy breathing. That's not only disgusting, but it's pretty scary. It's creepy. Just let me give you an example. The guy who's interviewing you, speaking and giving you the details of the company, and you're like, I understand. Do not do that. You won't get the job. That's a guarantee. Another thing you shouldn't do is just lose uh, get distracted in things like that. You have to continue to pay attention to all of these things. So anyway, watch the show, the show de Oscar Flores. It's pretty funny. Once again, my friends, we're getting very close to the 1 hour mark, and I want to say to all of you, this is a show de Oscar Flores, and we are live, and we're talking to our friends over there in Japan, which they're starting their morning on Friday morning, and going to work and all of that. But we wanted to let you all know that what we're going to be doing. I'm just going to do a summary of what I started talking when we first uh, initiated the show. And that is, we're going to start, putting our camera out there to capture the most beautiful sunrise every single morning. Of course, it's not going to be beautiful every day, but we're going to try to get the best and then show it to you. And then yeah, leave us comments. We're gonna be live a lot more. I'm gonna try to do live sessions early in the morning when, like, our good friends from Asia are about to go to bed, and also in the evenings when all of our good buddies from the west are coming home from work. And so we're gonna try to, yeah, we don't have anybody listening to us, nobody cares. That's okay. One day they will. Right now, people don't listen to me for more than 5 seconds. Because I no longer look like Ricky Martin. Yes, I know. I understand all that. But let me tell you, the bad news about that is that you're not going to be 20 years old forever. That's number one. Number two is the food is just so delicious. It's impossible to stop eating, eating. That's what I enjoy the most. One day when I die, I'm gonna be very happy. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm getting already the warning that we're about to finish the show. Once again, I want to thank all of you for giving us your time. I want to say to you how much I appreciate that I can at least get on my computer, turn on my microphone, and talk a lot of crap to myself and to the five people, so called assistants, that I have next to me over here, which don't do anything at all. Okay. We're about 40 seconds before we end the show. And I want to say thank you to all of you. We are very happy that you take the time to listen to us. It may not be every day, it may not be every week, it may not be every month, but it'll be one day when you're going to tune in. And for that, we will be forever thankful. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. El show de Oscar Flores. If we don't get to connect for the remainder of the year, we want to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Feliz Año Nuevo. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Okay? Gracias Este es el show de Oscar Flores y buenas noches a todos ustedes. Thank you, my good friends. Appreciate it. Right.